So they should come to the power department to take an NOC before they start operation. So my request is, I don't know if it is already there, but if not, then they should take the approval of the power department. So they are also aware that this particular flat or house is being used for tourism purposes. The next is, I would like to congratulate two persons here. One is Mr. Mahindra, my good friend, and Sahkari. He has given a very good suggestion for using the barren land for using solar power. So we should concentrate on that. And Mr. Sahkari's suggestions were also good regarding the hoardings and the cables. It's absolutely right, sir. Anywhere you travel in Goa, you'll find at least 10 to 12 cables of digital TV lying around. They can be charged and some money can be taken on it. In conclusion, sir, according to GCCI, this tariff hike is unjustified. This needs to be reviewed in terms of the new equipment and underground cabling which is happening and moderated. So this is my humble submission to you. Thank you for your patient time, sir.
Next is Sri Amit Kedkar.
Honorable Member Law, Madam, Honorable Chairman, good morning. My name is Amit Patkar. I am the President of Goa Congress. Last time when we had the same JERC public hearing on 15 February last year, we also had submitted a memorandum. Anyways, I will submit a detailed memorandum to you with the objection, strong objection on the tariff hike. I think the sentiments of Goans and the consumers, I think they have expressed their sentiments. I could see that some people were speaking in Konkani, the local language, and Madam was not able to understand. In one liner, I will tell you that all the Goans, their sentiment is they are opposing the power tariff hike. There are valid questions which have been asked by various colleagues, friends. Today, the scenario is, I'll just briefly mention about few points because most of the points have been covered by my friends. In last Legislative Assembly LAQ questions, we have taken out some details wherein the department has spent 12,000 crores on improvisation of power transmission and distribution system. From 2019 to 2022, the department has spent about 12,000 crores. But Madam, despite spending such a huge amount, today the consumers are facing hardships in uninterrupted powers. There are almost 60 human deaths in last 4 years, including death of staff of electricity department, and almost 50 animals have died due to electrification. So the employees of the electricity departments are not provided with proper training, proper safety equipments and gadgets, vehicles, etc., resulting in this fatigue among the workers and accidental deaths. The junction boxes, transformers, electrical wires are exposed at various public places. If you can have a round in the Panjim city itself, you will be able to see. So this is endangering to the lives of human and animals. I think the most valid point is, I think the chief has mentioned that there is a gap of about 84 crores. So that's the reason they have to do the power tariff hike. But I think the government has failed to recover all the dues which are there. There is approximately about 150 to 160 crores which is due, which the department has failed to recover. And specifically, Madam, I'll like to put it on record that one of the LAQ replies what we have got in the assembly session, there it's very surprising that one of the electricity officer, the officer of the electricity department owes about 16 lakh rupees to the department, and the arrears are pending for more than 3 to 4 years. This is a serious thing. I mean, we'll put the documents on record for your, but I think you have to act on this. Then I failed to understand. I mean, it was very surprising when the chief said that Goa state, Goa is a very small state and we cannot focus on green energy. I think he made a mention of that. But contradictory to the Prime Minister's statement and the vision, green energy, the Prime Minister's vision was that Goa's target was about 358 megawatt. But surprisingly, they have not even completed 10%. Goa today stands at 33.344 megawatt. So they have not even crossed the target of 10% of the Prime Minister's vision. In 2017, the Goa Energy Development Agency had set a target that by 2021 they will achieve 150 megawatts. So that also they have failed. So it shows that either now today the chief is making a statement that Goa cannot look in the direction of green energy because of various factors, he said, Goa being small. And the other side, the government is saying that we have to move towards green energy. We have set a target of 358 megawatts. So I think the chief has to clear understand whether Goa will be able to achieve this target was set by the Prime Minister or this is going to be another jumla. Today, I think the common people, common person of the state and in the entire country, they are troubled with the price rise, inflation, all these aspects. And on the eve, I think burdening the common people with price hike in the tariff, I think will be a blunder. My friend made a very, very important, the various aspects where they can recover this money, cut down on the losses, and I think my friend Mr. Roland Martins have made a very good suggestion to I think chief should take a note of it. He made a mention that this homestays, flats, apartments, he made a mention. I would like to go a step ahead and bring it to the notice of the chief that Goa today is after the COVID, a lot of people from North India, South India, everywhere they started flowing to Goa. And Goa, there is a concept called as high-end villas. I know certain villas where people are charging 2 lakh rupees, 3 lakh rupees per night, madam. People are ready to spend 3 lakh rupees per night. So why the department is charging them under the domestic meter? And if, it is not some rocket science which they have to do. They have to just go on Airbnb and Google and just type Goa. They will get hundreds, thousands of houses which are there, villas which are available on rent, and the price also comes there. So I think the department should crack down on such, I call it illegal commercial businesses which are going on in Goa. Why do a person who is ready to spend 3 lakh rupees per night has to pay the domestic tariff? No, I think you cannot burden the common person with saying that, okay, we have got 84 crores loss, so let's, burden the common people. No, we will not tolerate this. I think there are various factors, like we said, solar, rooftop. The very important is, I think, madam, you have to make a note of this. We are, just entering into the new year. There is a very sad incident which happened on the 31st night in the city where we are sitting, and a poor colleague, friend, 21 years old, died, and the reason was because the street light near there was not glowing. The reports might be different. Let's not get into why how did he die? That is secondary. But the prima facie, what I want to ask the chief is that why the electricity light was not glowing there. I think FIR has to be filed on the chief. Because a street light in Panjim, if it is not glowing on a 31st night and if people have to die and they are saying that no, because of 84 crores loss, now you have to pay, I think there has to be given and take. If you are going to charge us price hike of saying to cover your losses, then what about the lives which you are taking of common people? The poor fellow died because there was no electricity there. So who has to be held responsible? I think this is a serious issue. An FIR has to be filed on the department. They have to go and check that who was at fault. Simply coming here, giving presentations and saying that all Goans oppose coal. That's why we have to raise the price of tariff. That's a different topic. I don't want to talk much on that. But to sum it up, Madam and Honorable Madam and Honorable Chairman, the sentiments of all the Goans, the local domestic consumers who have come here, the sentiment is that we oppose and we don't want this power tariff hike. And lastly, just to conclude my speech, our friend Mr. Sanjay Bade, I couldn't find him. He has made a very serious, I'll call it allegation. He said the premises where we are sitting, there is no electricity meter. I think the chief has to clarify on this. Today, if we are having a public meeting, sitting in a hall, and if which belongs to government, and if there is no meter for this building, I think this is a serious issue. So I think the chief has to clarify on the allegations made by Mr. Sanjay Bade. I would like to thank the JERC and Madam for giving me an opportunity to put our points. In his detailed reports and detailed submissions, we'll just hand it over to you and you can go through it. Thank you.
सर बस
With this now.
लाम रहो हाँ